Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor, and when last we left off, we are still exploring the Macmordain Cadal in search of the Brak Nurr. Maybe the Brak Nurr will be down here, but it's more likely we're just going to find more people hunting for the Brak Nurr that are going to see us as a threat. The only way to find out is to head south and to have a look, so let's keep going. Right around here we have nothing, and down here we have a door. A door that's not trapped, that leads to a room that is completely empty. Alright then, nothing we can do here, so we're gonna have to think about where else we can go. Let's, oh, wrong thing there. This button will zoom us out. We can't actually see the rest of the map from here, so let's backtrack. Over to here. Now, we want to go this way. There is that locked door down there I want to check out as well, but we'll do that on the way out. Is the Bracknor this way? We haven't been this way yet. Let's have a look. There's a corridor here. Oh! They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locklear laid out a simple strategy. "We're set then," he said. "Let's just hope our advance is undetected or our advantage will be lost." I imagine that is the Brak Nurr. Let's have... Oh! The ground shook. Somehow the Brak Nurr had sensed their approach and was lumbering towards them. Startled, Locklear braced himself, his wide eyes fixed on the titanic creature. Glancing over his shoulder, he gulped. "This is going to be harder than I thought." And there is the Brak Nurr, who looks a lot like a tall man made of stone. Now I have a cunning strategy for this. It's called... wait for it. Despair thy eyes. Blinding the target will mean they won't be able to attack me. Hopefully. Be blind! Have at thee! Let us move forward and heroically try and poke this thing with swords. And we managed to get one hit off. Now I'm going to have you rest. I'm going to try again. Nice hit there. Nice hit there as well. We're doing really well with this. Let's keep doing really well. By despairing thy eyes! I don't even know if the Bracknor has eyes, but it appears to be working. I imagine this will be a lot harder if we hadn't have got the training from Lamont. There's a miss, that's fine. I will have you rest, and a miss, and a hit. Excellent. Guess what, Owen? Despair thy eyes! This is working far better than I thought it would. But then again, you can encounter this area really quickly. I'd be surprised if you couldn't take this out right at the beginning. And that's another great hit. I'm going to have you rest, and you're going to try and hit. And a good hit there. And a miss, that's fine. It is time for more despairing. But what of? Of thy eyes! Do like this spell. And there it goes! The battle was won. Search the body for supplies, Locklear suggested, then amended. But why are we doing that? I mean, it's made out of stone. If there's anything on it, we'd surely see it. Gorath slid away from the dead Brak Nurr. His tongue felt thick and adhesive, a bitter, chalky taste lingering in his mouth and nostrils. He hadn't expected the creature to emit the strange little cloud when it died, but he was glad the battle was finally over. Wanting air, Gorath turned and nearly stumbled over a small, grinning dwarf. "You've done it! I heard the conflagration down the shaft, but I had no idea what was happening. Congratulations!" "Right now, I think we could all just use a rest." "A rest you'll have, and you'll be needing it. You'll have to have your strength to be carrying all the gold and rewards. Well done!" The dwarf handed Locklear a pouch of gold coins, then disappeared down the damp shaft of the mine. The party's abilities have increased. That is something I'm always happy to see. And like your ability, your defense has improved, and your accuracy in melee has improved. Now, how much were we given? Oh, we have 218 sovereigns and 5 royals. That is a lot of riches. So we're here now, and there's a body here. Gorath looked for supplies. Feeling a bit like a vulture, he turned the body this way and that as he searched for anything that might be of use to them on their journey. All in all, he supposed that if he were the dead man, it wouldn't matter to him any longer what happened to his belongings. We have spoiled rations. The first instance of this. Once the rations might have been edible or even appetizing, but the stench that wafted from the opened parcel was more than enough to turn Gorath's stomach. It could not be eaten. Now you can take those rations, and you will try and eat them, but you'll get sick. This torch, on the other hand, that's going to be useful. Somebody tried to defeat the Brak Nurr and obviously failed. And then we have this chest right here. Well, you know what that means. We're going to save, because we defeated the Bracknor and we got some nice loot for it. Mainly the gold. The box lid refused to budge. It appears to be locked, Gorath said. Shall we try to open it? Of course we will. Let's try a lockpick first. The lockmaker knew what he was doing. What about a peasant's key? There we go. With a pleasant click, the key turned in the metal lock. Let's take a look at what's inside, Locklear said. We have another Gilder's passkey. Ooh. We have rope, which is good to have. We have more torches and 5 uses of restoratives. Excellent finds all round. I'd have preferred large piles of money, but you know what? I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. Also, I probably should have switched over to lockpicking for that, but there we go. Someone ahead shouted. Hurrying down the corridor to see what the cause of the commotion was, Locklear was halted by an angry-looking dwarf. "No further, lad," the dwarf drawled. "I don't care what Nada may or may not have told you about what's going on down here. We've enough to do to clear out this mess without your interfering. Now go back the way you come and let us get to our work." When the dwarf couldn't be reasoned with, Locklear loped back down the corridor. This is the game saying, you can't go this way. Probably yet. I wager we'll be able to go down there at some point, but that some point is not right now. Did I open this? I did open this. Yes, I did. I did. Right, we are here, and that way leads to nothing we haven't seen before. There is a way up here we haven't gone, though. Oh, it's getting dark. Right. Let's use one of these torches. We got 9. Excellent. Did that do anything? No, we don't actually have any room for a torch in our inventory, do we? Ah, they already had a lit torch. Well, they're not going to have a lit torch for long. Oh yeah, it's dark now. Okay. Now we can light a torch. Excellent. So the game won't let you light a torch until your current torch is entirely expended. We have a locked door. Now, let us this time work on our lockpicking. Well, at least I presume it's locked. It's not locked. Right. Never mind. You don't get skills for opening doors that are already unlocked, I'm afraid, Locklear. Ah. We do, however, have a problem. And that problem is you 3. Owen laughed. Quickly, Locklear impaled his mirthful companion with a venomous scowl, not at all amused that he had hit himself in the head trying to close the door. "I think it'd be easier on your head if you backed off a step," Owen suggested in a patronizing tone. "Keep laughing and I'll use yours as a battering ram," Locklear replied. Ooh. There we go. We agreed to attack. Their opponents were surprised. The leader of the small mob screamed orders at his companions, a mix of fear and anger apparent in his voice. Seizing the first strike opportunity, Locklear barked several quick orders and the battle was joined. Yes! We are first, and that is great because I want to, you guessed it, despair thy eyes. You cannot see! Which is perfect because I need you to charge forward. Ooh, a fine hit. And another fine hit. Right, I need you to rest a bit. Have at thee! Oh, that's a parry. I do like the combat music. A miss there as well. Right, we want to keep you out of the fight because you're probably going to go after Owen. I have been told by people that if there's 3 combatants, one will focus on each person, and I don't want you to charge after Owen. That's a miss. That's also a miss, but so far, they're also missing a lot. That's not good. There we go. That hit will make it that little bit harder for them to hit us. Spare thy eyes! I'll probably be using other spells at some point, but right now that one's just really useful. That's a miss. I have a feeling you're going to finish off this foe pretty soon. Nope, and nope. You can rest up a little bit. And a fine hit. And a miss. Okay, it's time for more despairing of eyes. If only this would work on all foes, but if it could work on all foes, it would be way too powerful. Or it would cost a lot more health and stamina. I'm surprised you're even able to do anything anymore, what with the number of times I've hit you. You're still blocking. You're down! Okay. I want... You know, there are other spells I could potentially cast. What does this one do? Invitation draws people closer. That's the Gift of Song. That's Despair Thy Eyes. I don't have that one. Well, you know what? We'll Despair Thy Eyes on you. Keep despairing thy eyes on you because you haven't yet been hit. And you're down! Oh dear you. You're in what's commonly called a lot of trouble. Right, if you... No, you can't gain anything by doing that. You can gain something, though. Oh, yep. You're on the move. You are on the move. You really, really want to go after Owen. Even though you're being attacked by everyone else, you still want to go after Owen. This is not a good idea for you. Gonna have you rest a bit more. And you're down! That went pretty well. Search the bodies. But make it quick. Party's abilities have increased. The only question is, what abilities? Defense to 50%, defense to 55%, and melee accuracy to 65%, and nothing. Okay. Anything else? Ooh, there's a box in here. First things first, what's on your person? Ooh, elven armor. We've seen this in a shop, and that is really good to find. We also have a crossbow, a really high-condition crossbow. Spoiled rations. Don't know why they were carrying them, but either way, also a sword. There's a lot of loot to be had in this place. Standard kingdom armor, a little bit of money. Normal rations. Good. We'll share these with the party. You can't carry that. You can't carry that. You can carry that. Okay. And what do you have? Spoiled rations again. Another crossbow. More arrows. Ooh, you really don't have any room, do you? Oh, we're really short on room. Oh my, we're really short on room. We want to carry things, though. We want that. And there's no way I can... There's no way I can carry that at all. I could discard this. Gorath averted disaster. Shaking his head, he was thankful he'd the presence enough of mind to catch himself before dropping a flaming torch to the ground. Okay, I love that little detail. That little detail is amazing. Okay, looks like we're not going to be carrying those things out. An unchecked chest, though, could be a problem. So let's save. It's locked. We shall try and open it. Ah, yes. If I'm going to do that, I need you to focus on lockpicking. There we go. Hopefully, we can gain you a bit more skill. Aha! We are no fool, and our reward is more armor and more weapons. Right. What's more valuable, the armor or the weapon here? Well, either way, we're not going to be doing... You know, you carry that. Ah, you can only carry one... There's one bolt you have to carry, because they're in 25s. Okay, that's 10 uses of that. If you carry this... Ah, you then have to carry... Because they're in packs of 14... I'm trying my best to make sure that I have some space, and it's not going that well. Ooh. You have some... Ah, if you do that... And then you do that... Owen waved off the whetstone. If you want to keep it, you'll have to carry it yourself, Owen said. I've got enough to tote around as it is without taking on your baggage. There we go. We have 2 now. We can take the sword, but only just. Locklear's lockpick ability is increased, which is great to see. Oh, that is great to see. Also, we're maybe done here? I mean, there's a little bit of treasure here, but I really can't carry it out. We are actually completely laden with goods. Completely laden. Okay, we're heading down. That's good. We don't want to go up there anymore. We want to head to there. I could try and open up that chest again, but I feel like the chest just will not open. I think every time I try to open the trapped chest, it's just going to explode in my face. We're just not good enough at lockpicking to be able to open that. Not without serious harm, and I don't think the treasure in there is worth that serious harm. So, back to here. I really want to check that door to the south. That's what I want to check. This one. We have slightly better skill, and we also have a better key. So I'm going to save again, because I know that these things can break. The keys can break, the lockpicks can break, and we don't want any of that to happen. So, we'll give it another go. This time, we're going to use one of our Gilda's passkeys. With a pleasant click, the key turned in the metal lock. There we go! We are in! Now, what is in here that makes checking this area out worth it? Any enemies? No. There's a box that we can look at. Boxes are good. Okay, boxes... Actually, boxes aren't necessarily good right now. Our inventory is really, really full. Rough in its construction and banded with iron, the Mordhell box would be impossible to open without solving its word lock, and judging by the marks on the face of the chest, others have learnt that lesson after much difficulty. Gorath scanned the runes embossed on the Mordhell clue plate, its text their only hope of opening the difficult lock. Round as an apple, deep as a cup, all the bitter sea, can't fill it up. A reel! A sreel! A reel! Reel! A wheel! I mean, that's a word, it's not what we want. A whale! A whale! A wassail! A wow! There's whale! Okay, let's start thinking about this. What do we have? B-S-A-W L-I-R, there's Braille, spelt wrong. L-O-E... I think I know what we're looking for. Round as an apple, deep as a cup, but you can't fill it. S-I... a sieve. The chest thumped. Satisfied the magical locks had been released, Owen tipped open the large wooden box. Ooh! Its spine a patchwork of cracked hide and shiny leather, new pages sandwiched between ancient sheaves of parchment. The book had been repaired numerous times during its long history. We also have a shell with a rating of 65. We're going to have to look at how I'm going to sort out my inventory. I might have to leave some swords behind after repairing them just to get a little bit of repair skill, because our inventory is super full. And so, when we come back, folks, we open this up, and then we'll be heading out, selling our loot, getting some training, because it's not that expensive and we have the money, and getting more armorcraft training before we sell things will earn us more money. Over time, it will definitely help. Always focus on improving your skills, because in the long run, it pays off. And then, we may head south, we may head north, I don't know. We have that armor I want to wear too, the elven armor. That's going to be really useful. I think Locklear should have that. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.